Проверить. Отправить немецкий чат. Так. Так, сейчас еще. Сколько? Так, трансляция пошла. Звук. Так, трансляция тоже пошел. Так, ну все. Готов? Готов я? Готов. Go, play season game. Так, мы играем опять без нашего раннинбека. Играем Алжиром. Лав вылетел у нас на 4 недели. Видимо, он уже больше не сыграет. Спасибо. Спасибо. Не знаю, нужна ли. Я не лень считать. Там Глеб же проиграл. Мне кажется, можно даже все-таки все равно выиграть. Ну нет. Если он выиграет последнюю, а я последнюю проиграю, то там будут непонятные игры. Так. Куда нажимать-то? Я сыграл одну игру за несколько недель. Я вообще ни хера не помню. Куда нажимать? Что нажимать? Как нажимать? Давай начнем с выноса. Дэн нам сразу ебет блиц. Мы поменяем на пас. И бросим перехват. Считаю, тактика с самого начала. Есть тактика. Но мы ее не будем придерживаться. Оп, фамбл. Консервы, фамбл. Заебись. Заебись. Ну, в принципе, да. С самого начала у меня была тактика, и она сработала. Да. Ой. Бустервью, давайте, друзья. Ну какой нахуй? Овертёр. Ну, слава богу. Ну, потому что, блядь. Блядь. Мы играем. Громушкин. Отмена, да. Консервы, понимаете ли. Да.
Slotman moves right. Now a fake on the jet sweep and off the play action. He'll look to throw it. And that'll be
Это будет веселая игра. Это будет просто пиршество футбола с нашей стороны.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. Flanagan.
Не смогли. Не смогли.
Shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt.
Ну ладно.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Taking it about the 16.
Прекрасно. Прекрасно. Давайте. Оп. Пиздец. Пиздец какой-то, а. Даже 4-й. Так. Я опять не посмотрел традиционно, что соперником со спиданием. Вот, тоже ни хера не помню.
Throwing here, Howell. Looking for Bateman, he's got him complete. They'll give him 4
Со спидами.
It'll be 2nd down.
Уолсон 96, 90, да. Стрёмно играть тут.
They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Back to throw, Howell. Throw left side, taken in by Slayton. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 13 yards there at a Washington first.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
They'll run for the first time with Antonio Gibson. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage.
This defense for the Steelers, they were very good.
There's a little bit of lightning talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
The 2nd down play not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. You look at the Steeler defense. They were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
They held them to well under 200 yards of total offense. That's a number you can really focus on, too, because the way offenses run in today's game, they're usually pretty smooth, and they give you a lot of misdirection and trickery. They were able to hold in there and stuff them.
Howell throwing on 3rd down here. He's got Slayton on the slide, and they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 32-yard line. 17 yards that time and a Washington first.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Howell out of the shotgun. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of the story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yeah, it was really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Antonio Gibson. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Well, don't tell any defensive coordinator I played for, but that might be considered a win for both teams because defensively they stopped them short and forced the fourth down. Offensively, they picked up enough yards to give their kicker a better shot.
Я вам зря крутился. Хорошо, он бы отбегал, а я не в ту сторону крутанул лидера. Зря крутанул. Поехали. Поехали.
Just a little, right? That's all you're asking for, right? Things just getting started. You know they haven't taken the momentum totally here, but at the same time, they like what they've done here in the early going.
Так, коуч, нам надо пасек. Медиумный. Какой вот давай сыграем?
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
Это было опасно. Это мог быть перехват. В юзера-то кидать-то, Кирюш. Ну,
They'll come up now, 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Уводи его, давай туда.
They'll give to Algier out of the gun. He's brought down at the
34.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Блядь, не нравится.
Блять.
Не нравилось мне с самого начала, но я решил все равно сыграть. Зачем? Так, 3-0. Хорошо играем, блядь, на полине. Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Here's Gibson to start the drive. And he is met in his behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Gibson again.
Блять.
Дернулся.
Зачем дернулся, не знаю.
He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in 3rd in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
They go play action with Howell. Looking left side, and he's got a man. And a big gain that time. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Во всех смыслах этого слова. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. T.J. Watt in on the tackle.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now a 2nd and 10. And Howe will throw it.
Чуть-чуть не
As he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
But it looked like a march to the end zone is at a momentary moment after that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they get their offense back on track.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now he'll look to throw it.
Ну как? Да что он принял? Так, мы остановили 6 очков. Правильно.
And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. So scores on their
Так,
first
ну пора что-нибудь нападение нам начать показывать.
So field goal is probably not what they were hoping for.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put points up on the board.
Нам пола и вам пола. Вентилятор нам заводом, заключу договора. Допустим, выглядит перспективно.
Допустим.
Все равно перспективно. Все равно выглядело перспективно.
Any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Flanagan. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-on throw, trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
Mm-hmm.
18 Cardinal.
They'll run for it with Algier.
Лез. Так, ну хотя бы первый даун мы смогли набрать. Это уже неплохо. Уже успех. Это уже шаг к Супербоулу.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Flanagan.
Я же нажимал.
Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Duran Payne.
Да, блядь, вот вам и Супербоул.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Okay, ready?
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Fryermuth. A good pickup there. 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back. But now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
This now a 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun. Flanagan. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Да, в нападении просто феерия футбола сегодня.
Or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere. but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Taken in at the 11. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And they will
Говно.
first and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And their 2 drives thus far both led to points, albeit both field goals, so the lead just 6-0, but the ability to move the ball is evident.
Well, that's, heartening, as they say. But it's not what they're about. What they're about is putting the ball in the end zone and putting 6s on the board. So if you're the offensive coordinator, you like what you're doing, but you don't love it. You've got to find a way to ring that bell. Then you can have a little self-satisfied grin. Right now, a little more determination is needed.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. A handoff running left is Gibson. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop it.
Рано останавливаем.
2
Вот с
yards
пасом
the
такая
loss,
уже
second and
ничего.
12.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Чего он один там остался?
And they get it down,
Я на
but
подкач
not
вас
before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of
там
14,
издалека должен был
first
быть.
down Commanders.
Разворачивал.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
12 more yards there and another first down.
Yeah.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 45-yard line. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Powell. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Here's Howell. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime.
А может заблокируем, ребятки, а?
Send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And that will make this a 9-point lead.
Ну ладно.
So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him
У
now.
нас 2 игры вкатиться, вспомнить, сделать
3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
А что пока мы явно не помним. Что нам придет?
Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll be in search of their initial points of the contest, trailing 9-0 as they begin with a first down.
Мне не нравится эта замена, которая
They'll
там
start
были.
this drive out on the ground. And a good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. Second down coming up.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far. And after that last run, Not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Now this throw caught left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down.
Так, время нас немножко поджимает. Поэтому долго как думали.
Throwing on first down. Flanagan, he finds his man. It's Williamson. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3
Это была плохая идея.
As he'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Flanagan. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Я думаю, может он ждет пас, поэтому оставит сейчас мне зону.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. 3rd down, here's Algier. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3.
Хорошо, идея была не очень удачная.
Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts. As they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
4-1 мы можем разыграть.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Back to throw. Flanagan.
Блять. Ну, Фланаган. Он открывался. Фланаган. Блять. Ну, твою мать.
Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Ну, его не перекидывать.
And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one a first down pickup of 8. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer. I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. 2nd and 10. Straight ahead, Gibson. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. The Commanders going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Howell. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And the Steelers are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
That's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. And he's going to lose yardage. Not that it matters as the final seconds tick away. So 2 quarters down.
Такое, конечно, ЧБ, такое.
After the break.
Надо пас играть.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Second half about to start. The Commanders have the lead. They'll get it first as we are back underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this third quarter from their 25-yard line. Howell and the Commanders come up now first and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And we do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Howell to the air on first and 10. Out route here, he finds Turner. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under
Младым прислали на второй день рождения. Ну, мам, я сейчас не могу посмотреть. Есть определенная причина.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Gibson here running out of the gun. Well, still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
А, блядь, опять я забываю каждый раз в этой штуке, что это опция может быть. На этот блиц меня ловит.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Once more, Gibson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Here is 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Gibson.
Это, блядь, что за трикплеи были? Мне надо было переключаться, перехватывать, а что-то отдал на утку.
his defense tried to do its part, active hands on that play, but the
offense hasn't
given him much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
Yeah. Так.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it'll be second down.
Okay.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam on, boy, then you got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. 2nd and 9. Algier now up the middle. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Back to throw. Flanagan.
Блять.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line.
Да удалим скоро, чуть-чуть помочь осталось. Я ну, встал там, я уже... Блять. Да. Да, очень плохо я играю. Очень плохо. Very, very bad.
And turn it into positives moving forward.
The slot man in motion right. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
Gibson will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. They give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Gibson. And Gibson looking for some kind of opening, but he has none. They rally up to stop him short of the marker. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Field goal unit and Joey Sly now. This is less than an extra point, just a 19-yard attempt. Sly able to put this one through. That will extend their lead even further. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead. Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Operating from the gun, Flanagan. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Flanagan. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Williamson. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Algier going straight ahead. And he's going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Off the bootleg, Flanagan. And it's knocked away.
Damn.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Back to throw. Flanagan. And that is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Надо было вынос сыграть, добить до 4-й. Вот.
The Steelers send out their punter now. As he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And whistle blown, a timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter.
Да, что-то да. Он не предлагает, я подумал, может, ветер в ухаре.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And the kick is good. The carry goes his way. Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still a very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards. You can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And Charles, we've seen almost 3 full quarters now, and neither offense can really get it going.
Куда вы все разбегаетесь от него сейчас?
Seemingly can make that big play.
But the game hasn't been devoid of action because these two defenses, they've taken over and they've slugged it out. But I think you're exactly right. We're at that stage of the game now. One of these offenses, if they make a big play, that could be the difference.
Что ты играешь?
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Little bootleg here. Howell. That's complete. Left side to Bateman.
Поймали нас на блицем.
Across midfield and inside the 45. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. A give up the middle to Gibson. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it.
Это что у нас за 0-1-3 такой?
Pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. 2 runs in a row.
Ну там посмотрите, потом по расстановке. 0-1-3. А, ну может это этот.
But they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after.
А у него хоть с Броком Рикс не уехал.
Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Howell now to throw it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 20-yard line. Great way to convert on 3rd down.
А что произошло? Да, пускай Денис форсвин берет. Это когда у нас было? 6:28. Ну что, отыграться можно было. Дениска хочет играть. Ну окей. Заново. Да, ну, все равно пока пораньше получается. Ай. Я хотел честно отдать форс. Go. Ну да, чё я.
Oh, the cold weather certainly helping set the stage for what should be a physical primetime contest at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Бойспит мне не понравится. Ой, корнербэки мучатся. Хотя он ничего вроде не отдал. Один пас. Ну ладно, начинаем все сначала. Ой, что такое? Да не, он паузу нажал.
Slot man moves right. He's going to get it on the jet sweep. Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. You talk about this Washington defense. This crew against the pass, issues at times, ranked number 24, Charles, in the NFL.
When they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against the people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league, so there's a conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a third and about 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4.
Go check.
Looking for Murphy, and he finds him complete. And he will have a steal.
Незареленный. Застрял и помог блок.
Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him over 3,000 yards passing now on the campaign.
And Brandon, nowadays your leader's usually closer to 5,000 yards on the year, but still, 3,000 yards, a good season.
Come on. Hey.
On first down, Flanagan. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets
Да, мы так же играем, как играли. Хотя не первый даун не играли.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Очень долго релизим.
Now then,
Там
after
он
the sack,
закрывал
it'll be
лидера.
interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Looking to throw. Flanagan. He finds his man. Complete. That's Murphy. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, There's a premium for all of that now.
Ну какие инчи?
First down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. And now a decision here on the opening drive. Fourth and very short, this part of the field. What do you think they do?
I think you go for it. I think there's a lot of game left to be played. I like the advantage that they're trying to create here early. I say be aggressive and try and get it done.
Да дали ему петок. Не дали мне первый даун.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he'll toss this one in.
Все застряли.
Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Да вон он бежит, блядь, в стену. Не открыто в соседней вкладке, блядь. Просто бежит как в GTA 3, блядь. 20 лет прошло, так не научились игры делать нормально. Ты на месте, блядь. Бег на месте, блядь. Сейчас не было первого дауна. Нет вопросов.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is third down. Algier will try to pick it up.
Вот зря я. Там дырочка была охуенная.
Is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Go, Reed, go!
So first down, and they'll stick with Algier. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
He finds his man complete. It's Williamson. And the Steelers are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early first and goal.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
And that's a play to applaud because these RPOs, things happen so quickly. And that ball's out of the quarterback's hands fast. He read it and reacted and was there to hit him as the ball arrived at the receiver. Big-time read, big-time play.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Now receiver in motion left. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. And he's in. Touchdown.
Я не знаю, что Дениска решил дать мне шанс. По-братски чисто.
Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
А дай мне там остатки кока-колы в двери, пожалуйста.
And they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Так, попробуем баланс мы решили, да? Издеваешься, да?
First and 10 here for Hal and the Commanders at their own 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Gibson, and not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. You look at this Steeler defense, and this unit very tough to throw against, currently second best in the NFL.
And this unit knows exactly where they rank. They're number 2 against the pass in the NFL. You know they have their sights set on being number 1, looking for a big game today.
On second down, here's Gibson again. And he'll push his
way
about the 32.
TJ.
Steelers, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
And one of the key numbers that I look at after every game, total yards allowed. They held them under 200 yards of total offense, just couldn't sustain much of anything against them. Great job showing them different looks and then attacking.
They'll come up now, 3rd and 3. Faking the handoff, Howell.
Блять, а что ты мне на Портера переключаешься?
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Murphy now to return. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
Чтобы нам сыграть, коуч. Ну, давай, тайтем гол.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Flanagan. A short one there to Freiermuth.
Прочитал, Дениска.
6 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Прочитал.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd and 4. Give to Algier from the shotgun. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Опцион. Он никогда не работает. Блять. А что сработал? Видимо, там как-то таймингу надо. Просто таймингу надо. Допустим.
They'll give to Algier out of the gun. And he he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The Steelers on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now the Steelers use their first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Давай тогда такое сыграем.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4 down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Back to throw. Flanagan. To the sideline and incomplete.
Не получилось.
Keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. Off play action. Flanagan. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he works close to the 25. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Watkins. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 22-yard line.
Now a handoff to Algier. And he's going to be stopped close to the 1st down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. 17. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
Ready, set. Check, man. Check, man.
He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown.
Ровно такой же. Заблокировал. В смысле, тачдаун был другой.
Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, and not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced to punt to get the ball back, and they've played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. The no run back here, fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Takes over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Here's Hal to throw on 2nd down. He'll get this into the hands of Antonio Gibson. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And 3rd and 1 now.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Throwing here, Howell. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. His first catch, good for 8 and a 1st down.
An 8-yard pickup. And the Washington 1st down.
Блядь, лишний раз нажал. Лишний раз нажал. Сука.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. From the 31, here's a 2nd down and 4. Back to throw, Howell. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Hang on now, we're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. First down, Howell to throw. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. Back to the ground with Gibson. Fights loose. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Начинали мы, да?
This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
Теперь мы знаем, что это. Тут не телескопы. Это был не Нескафе.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it. But they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Off play action. It's Howell. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer. But he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
Да ему может по барабану. Близко, спокойно. Вынос будет или не будет?
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? And it's intercepted at the goal line. Shaquille Griffin with a pick.
Ай, вытол.
But they did not break, and then on 3rd and goal, there was a huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points.
Да, на тоненького. Мог быть и тачдаун спокойно.
What a big time play and a big time stop by them.
Throwing to start the drive.
Блять.
This is incomplete.
Хоть Кенни возвращай, а.
Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Flanagan. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander.
Ветер в какую сторону, я не помню.
Not at all, and you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Off the bootleg. Flanagan. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Ой, не докрутил. Бегунок не дождался. Да, купанул.
Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Howell, he'll look to throw it. Over the middle, he gets it to Gibson. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. One last shot before the break. Howell. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there.
Бля, я думал, зашел. Окей.
Two quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this the second half. The fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this third quarter at their own 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Ну, это прямо, да, даже нажимать ничего не надо было.
And that has to be a little bit discouraging, because after all their halftime talk, adjustments and points of emphasis, their first drive ends with an interception. Absolutely aggravating if you're a head coach, because you spent all that time, gone through every situation possible, and it still ends in a turnover.
On first and 10, it's Algier, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by the defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
From the 25, here's a 2nd and 8. Back to throw.
Ой, блядь, в юзера, Кирюша. Долбоёб, блядь, ну он же видел же, что он туда бежит, ну, блядь. Да, вот опять 0-1-3. Чего он там играл в той ситуации? Пас он... Какой глупый перехват я бросил. Туда бежит юзер. Бросил, соответственно, мне Техас как раз оставил. А я все равно бросаю. Ой-ой-ой. Кирюш.
From the 41, here's a 2nd down and 6. Well, Hal's going to mix it up here. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Looking left sideline, it's good.
Да, дали шанс.
In the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 22 yards there, a first down.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage, because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
All the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. It's Hal with another throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to...
Можно было перехватить так потом.
And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
On 2nd down, a run with Gibson. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Antonio Gibson with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Commanders have got it back to within a score.
Мы не должны были вообще эту переигровку играть.
They were set up with a short field following the turnover, but they took care of business as well, working their way down and finishing with a strong run into the end zone for their first touchdown of the game.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that'll make our score 14-7. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now we'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 45 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
That was good tough running right up the middle, and if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Hey, check that.
They'll stick with Algier, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Second down at 6 now from the 42. On the counter, here's Algier. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
That's a play to take note of there for the defense. I think in the future, if you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Looking to throw. Flanagan. Short one here, caught by McBride. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. So the completion gets him just a yard. And it'll be 4th down.
Открыт был, че я в него не смотрел.
Coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stopped it.
Я в ветрах путаюсь.
And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. Boswell's kick is good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting through.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that could all change because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here to see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA. Powell from the gun.
Отлично.
Third time tonight, he's intercepted. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. That is now seven interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Ай-яй-яй.
That's Williamson. And he is going to lose yardage here. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, break.
Algier now up the middle. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Flanagan, he finds his man, complete. That's Williamson. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the 1st down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them.
Ой-ой-ой! Блять, промазал.
Just outside the right upright, it's no good, and the lead will hold at 10.
Да, блять.
He's just aiming down the middle and hoping to hit it true. But this ball started right and start working away from him, and it's going to wind up wide of the mark.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. In motion left, Bateman. Here's Gibson to start.
Fumble.
And it's picked up by the Steelers.
You remember in preseason when we went to the different training camps and visiting teams?
Да, Дэн, ну я предлагал, но, блядь.
You know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Мне очень даже не
big fumble. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
Да нет, все равно себя
Unlock light. Unlock light.
лучше. Отбрались. Усилим, так сказать, зону.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Так.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. The slot man in motion right. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and off the play action, he'll look to throw it. A throw left side, caught by the tight end Firemove. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A good pickup.
Ну, опцион тогда.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Уля.
They'll run here with Algier. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just a 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances. So they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh.
Да, Денис против нас играл,
They have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4.
Это был лайн.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Looking to throw. Flanagan to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
This goes to the goal line. You got to be very careful with the offense calls rub routes. When I call a pick trying to screen you off from your coverage, does a nice job of avoiding that and helping force an incompletion.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Algier. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
This has not been a fun game for this defense. They've definitely had their share of struggles, but they needed to make a play right there, and they finally get it done on 3rd and goal.
A 20-yard attempt.
Boswell's kick is good, and that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist, but time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Howell out of the shotgun. He finds Bateman over He's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
И Квин еще травма. Нормально, блядь. Розыгрыш сыграли, блядь.
Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Now they go play action with Howell. And that one too wide and incomplete.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
Well, sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Steelers are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Все закрыты были, мне ничего не понравилось. Да, меня никто не атаковал. Может был очень приемный.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Off the bootleg. Flanagan.
Опять.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one.
Так и играем. Главное не перехват. Но теперь тоже придется пас играть. Техас. Давай попробуем второй раз. Может, он опять пойдет за...
Washington on third down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And now here's another interception. Dante Jackson picks it.
Веселая игра у нас с Денисом. Или был контакт. Это как это, ну, я, типа флаг я видел, поэтому играл. Это free play.
Algier going straight ahead. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
This is 2nd and 8. Algier with another carry. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Slot man moves right. Oh, here's a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll look to throw it off play action.
Да, блядь. Мэтью.
Couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Certainly looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Howell's throw taken in by Slayton. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. 4th quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get 1 more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
Howell's throw into the hands of Turner. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Как вот так получилось-то?
He'll go out near midfield at the 49. 51 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Faking the handoff, Howell. Now this thrown deep for Slayton. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got him this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Howell. He finds his man, complete. That's Wheeler. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late, because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 30. It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case. And in a two-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Powell. Over the middle, complete. That's Gibson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And quickly they get to the line. They'll throw on 1st down. Here's Howell. That's complete to Slayton. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 9-yard line.
Я считаю, осталось какой-то проебать игру для фана.
Powell looking to throw again.
Для пущего фана. О!
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Commanders have made it a one-score game again. Here are the four.
Реализовав кучу всего, что он
Well,
не
time to
дал.
let those folks know who are tuning in looking for the late local news. We may be a moment because we've got a game again.
And partner, except for those on the West Coast, where it'll be seen in its regular time, right?
Закончить
That's the way it
телефон
works,
там.
doesn't it? But how about that
3
big
вот
time
фан
drive
и
right there?
впереди.
If they're going to have any chance, they needed a touchdown there, and they went right down the field and worked their way into the end zone.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Блиц сейчас будет.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Here's Algier again on 2nd down. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we got a one-score game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead.
3 and out. Пант. И Дэн нас будет ебать.
Back to throw. Flanagan.
Даже хуже, даже перехват не бросил.
Picked up by Christian
Красавчик.
Harris.
Я бросил перехват. Решающий момент.
But that interception potentially a game
Да,
changer.
но я не
I just
смогу
got to think
победить.
to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, you better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally. They could have used it right there. They put themselves in a tough spot with that
He's got it. Touchdown,
Какие
Commanders.
уши, блядь.
Rashad Bateman from 10 yards out.
Пиздень.
And the Commanders strike quickly here to tie up the ball game. Now they can boot it through on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you've pointed out in numerous games that we've worked. Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there. Who's called up the defense to make sure they're focused because they still have some work to do?
Меньше бы расстройства было просто. Как можно проебать эту игру?
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Перехваты бросаем, блядь.
Here's 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's the Freiermuth. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. I tell you, it has not been his best day throwing the football. He really needs to piece something together here.
I will be forgiven if he leads him into the end zone.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. He'll look to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Quan Martin. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Straight ahead, Gibson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. As a final stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They'll run with Gibson, and he will have a Commanders 1st down, and that should just about do it. It's a pickup of 5, and that should just about wrap this one up.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Позор, просто позор.
Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a 1-point victory. And that knee will do it. So they snap the losing streak. Always a good feeling.
Yeah, I don't know if this one right here, when they're taking a knee, is as much exultation as exhalation, right? They just breathe a sigh of relief. Finally got a win, needed one desperately.
That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the 4th quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.